Oh, I've been trying to get video of these guys all day. See those little fish? I cannot tell you how small they are. They are extremely tiny. And I'll tell you what they are. These are the fry of long-finned leopard Danios. Leopard Danios are a color variety of zebra Danios, which are also called zebrafish. It's probably the most highly genetically modified fish in the world. If you go to any aquarium place that sells fish, you'll see GloFish. Well, that was the first GloFish ever made, where they spliced some genes in from a jellyfish, made them glow under UV light. Well, anyway, zebra Danios, I believe, are from Asia. I cannot tell you how tiny this is. I'm really zoomed in on these. And these fish are in a 500-gallon pond in my front yard, right below my living room window. When I saw these guys earlier today, these are tropical fish. These are normally fish that you put in an aquarium. And I put oh man, I'm really zoomed in here, so forgive me for messing around. What's that? That's a snail. Oh man, I really did zoom in. And that is the fry of a Variatus platy. That guy's pretty small too. This really magnified him up. The livebearers are born much larger than the egg layers, let alone the egg scatterers. There's one of those guys up close. Man, this thing really zoomed in on him. Yeah, wow. But they're really tiny, man. I mean, I can't tell you how small they are. I mean, just to give you perspective, you know, there's my hand against that rock. But this is the pond that they're in. And I normally put turtles in here. This year I want to try something new. As soon as the weather got warm enough, I put in, I think eight what's called Pakistani loaches. Look them up. They also call them yo-yo loaches. It's another tropical fish. They eat, kind of looks like a cross between a catfish and an eel. And they eat a lot of snails, and they did a good job. These rocks and stuff, see where that frog is? They were covered in snails. You'll see a few snails here and there, but man, I mean, it was covered. And by the time late May came in, and I put them in there, and they slowly disappeared. So what I put in here was like 8 or 9 of those yo-yo loaches. I put in a pair of red-finned splash tetras. Look those guys up. Those are really interesting fish. I was hoping those guys were going to spawn. I only have 2 of them. And they're swimming around in here. You see them from time to time. And a couple of the Variatus platies, which are very cold tolerant. And everybody will stay in here till September. And at the end of September, I'll drain this, sort through all the fish, put them in aquariums, figure out what them... There's another frog over there. You see him? Let me zoom in on him. That's a common green frog. There's tadpoles in here. They've been, they're slowly becoming frogs. It takes about 2 years for them. They're related to bullfrogs. Look, there's a small one. That guy's pretty tiny. And he's just sitting there. And as the tadpoles turn into frogs, they're kind of all over the place. So anyway, that's my filtration system more or less. I got a pump in here, water hyacinths. There's some filter medium here and there, and I got to clean it out from time to time. I wish the water was clear, but when you got green water like this, there's a lot. It's all phytoplankton, free swimming. I shouldn't say free swimming, but free floating, single-celled algae, which is really the basis for your food chain. Oh, there's one of the splash tetras. I don't know if you've seen it. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. They stay on the top too, and so do the zebra Danios or the leopard Danios. They stay on the top. That's their strata in the water. The yo-yo loaches are on the bottom. And the Variatus platies, they pretty much stay in the middle. You'll see them up on the top. I try to balance the ecosystem out to make sure all the stratas of the water column is kind of covered. And I know that sounds strange, but you would understand when you have fish. Fish will exist and feed at different strata of the water. Some live on the top, some live in the middle, and others live on the bottom. That doesn't mean they can't go top to bottom. It just means there is a preferred strata in the water column that they like. Anyway, I just thought you would like to see these little tiny fry. I'll go in on them again. Hopefully. There's one. And the water goes under that rock. And they seem to be preferring that. And the zebra Danios probably spawn every day. And I have a funny feeling they have a lot of eggs. And there's different sizes of these guys. There's some that are smaller than that. They're really they are small. So, and that one there is a monster compared to the other ones you saw. Look at the difference. And that's a Variatus platy, that bigger one. It seems much wider. But they it's pretty amazing. And you know what's even crazier? It's something that small's got a heart that beats. Has a liver. Small kidneys. Yeah, that's a Variatus platy. Live bearers like guppies. They give live birth. Zebra Danios are egg scatterers. And a couple males will chase a female into some brush, some underwater stuff, and lay the eggs. They'll hatch in a couple days. I wish I knew how old those guys are. There's some smaller than that. Anyway, it's kind of exciting. It's exciting for me, maybe not to a lot of other people, but just to, you put the fish in there and then you don't do anything. There you go. To get them to breed, you just let them do their thing under natural conditions. It's cool. I got different fish and different things. Maybe the next video I'll do that. Until next time.